Staying productive when you're working alone can be challenging, but on the podcast today, I'm going to be sharing 7 effective strategies that solopreneurs and entrepreneurs who work alone can employ. Hi, I'm Mark, and this is the Mr. Productivity Podcast, the podcast that's all about solopreneur productivity, simplified and delivered weekly in bite-sized 30-minute or less episodes. On today's episode, I'm going to be sharing, as I just said, 7 ways on how you can be productive when you're working alone. But before we dig into the heart of the episode today, I have something special to share with you. At least I think it's special. Every month, I host a live masterclass aimed at helping you increase your productivity as a solopreneur. Now, so far, we've covered a wide range of topics, everything from gaining clarity in your work to effective daily habits, decluttering your workspace, maintaining health and wellness, and mastering time. And we're just getting started. If you're looking to ramp up your productivity and achieve more as a solopreneur, these masterclasses are a treasure trove of insights and practical tools. All you have to do is head on over to my website, mrproductivity.com/masterclass. Remember, Mr. is all spelled out, M-I-S-T-E-R, mrproductivity.com/masterclass, and sign up for the next live masterclass. Usually happens on the first Friday of every month. You can learn from these interactive sessions, engage with like-minded community members, and transform the way you work. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to mrproductivity.com/masterclass and sign up now. So let's get started. So, as I mentioned at the start of the show, staying productive when you are working alone, whether you're a solopreneur or an entrepreneur, can be very difficult. That's why I'm here. That's why I am Mr. Productivity. That's why I am focused and obsessed with helping you be the most productive version of you as possible. Number 1, set clear goals. Having a clear understanding of your goals is essential. Now, if you've never listened to my show before, hi, welcome, glad you're here. I'd say there's 3 ways that you need to plan your day. And it doesn't start with planning your day. It starts with your why, which feeds your goals, which feeds your plan. What are you planning if you don't have goals and you don't have a why? So why, then goals, then planning. You need to be crystal clear on those, even if it's something that changes, because mine changes all the time. Your why probably won't change as much, but your goals and your plan will. Break down your big goals into smaller and manageable tasks. Now, I know it's cliche, but make sure your goals are smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. I sort of agree with that. I'm going to take a little side trail here, because I think your goals also need to include some BHAGs, what Jim Collins calls big, hairy, audacious goals. You should have some goals that you're like, I have no idea how this is going to happen. And the SMART goals. Now, you need to write your goals down daily, and I encourage you to write them twice. Once when you wake up and once before you go to bed. You want to cement these into your subconscious mind, because once you tell your subconscious mind what it wants, it'll figure out the how. Number 2, time management. Use tools like Google Calendar or Asana to plan your day. And don't forget to include blocks of time for focused work, as well as short breaks to prevent burnout. Now, I'm a big proponent of something called the micro break. That's when you get up from wherever you are, from behind your technology, walk outside for 3 to 5 minutes. Don't get on your phone. Don't talk to anybody. Don't even think about anything. Do this whenever you are feeling stress. Now, there's also the Pomodoro Technique, which is basically you work for 25 minutes and take a 5-minute break. Once you complete that for 5 times, then you take a longer break. But guess what? There are no Pomodoro Technique. Please, if you want to do 25-5, do 25-5. If you want to do 45-15, do 45-15. Figure out what works for you, but then stick to it. Number 3, create a dedicated workspace, especially if you're working from home. Having a dedicated workspace puts you in the right mindset for work and can reduce distractions. Now, keep your workspace tidy and free from non-work related items, and let the people in your home, especially the little ones, know that when you're in your dedicated workspace, it's work time and you're not to be disturbed except in the event of an emergency. And please define what an emergency is. Create office hours and post them and stick to them. These office hours are not just for other people in your household. They are also for you, because what I want you to do is I want you to pick a time every day that you log off your computer, that you're done with work and you go disconnect from work and spend time with your family or go do something fun. Number 4, prioritize tasks. Now, I know I don't need to say this, but I'm going to say it so we're all on the same page of the hymnal. Not all tasks are equally important. Use a system like the Eisenhower matrix to categorize your task into what's important and urgent, important but not urgent, not important but urgent, and not important and not urgent. Now, one of the questions I got asked all the time is, hey, Mr. Productivity, what goes on the calendar? What goes on the to-do list? I don't want you to have a Dead Sea Scroll to-do list. That's where you just keep adding tasks and adding tasks and adding tasks, and every once in a while, something comes off it. I don't want you to do that. What I want you to do is, when you have a task, is this going to take me some time? 10, 15, 20 minutes? Put that right on your calendar, because what gets scheduled gets done. Try to limit what goes on your to-do list, because I see a lot of people that have a big to-do list. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I just thought I was supposed to have a to-do list. You are, but you're supposed to do the stuff on your to-do list. You're not supposed to just put it on a to-do list. It's not magical. Number 5, use automation and outsourcing. As a solopreneur or entrepreneur, you might feel the need to do everything yourself. That doesn't work. However, this can quickly lead to burnout. Use automation tools. We live in 2023. Soon it will be 2024. And there are so many automation options out there to handle repetitive tasks. And you can even consider outsourcing these tasks that are not in your area of expertise. There are a lot of VAs. There's a lot of websites out there that'll do tasks that you need to get done that are not in your wheelhouse, shall we say. And then there's my ODAY method, which stands for outsource, delegate, automate, and eliminate. All you have to do is over 2 to 5 days, however long it takes you to capture most of what you do during the day, and write down everything you do. And then put it aside for a day. And then on the next day, schedule 60 to 90 minutes for yourself. And then I want you to go through every item and say, okay, can this be outsourced? Can this be delegated? Can this be automated? Can this be eliminated? And then that's not where the magic is. The magic is actually outsourcing what can outsource, delegating what can be delegated, automated what can be automating, and eliminating what can be eliminated. So do the ODAY method. Do you want more information on how to do the ODAY method? I'll link an episode in the show notes that I did on this topic. I go really into detail on it. Number 6, stay healthy. Regularly exercise. Move every day. I've personally been running at least 1 mile every day since August 29, 2017. But you don't have to run. You can do a brisk walk. You want to get the heart rate elevated. You want to break into a mild sweat. You can swim. You can bike. You can weightlift. You can put on headphones and dance around your house. Do something every day to elevate the heart rate. Make sure, if you haven't done this in a while, please check with your healthcare professional first. Second, healthy diet. How much water are you drinking every day? Now, I told the story a couple weeks ago on my podcast where I actually peed blood. And the reason I peed blood, I found out, is I wasn't drinking enough water. So I would get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and within an hour, I would go out for my 5K run. In the summertime here in Houston, it's very, very hot. And guess what happened? I didn't hydrate enough, and my body didn't know what to do, so I started peeing blood. That is pretty scary when you pee blood. I don't know if you ever peed blood before, but it is terrifying. So hydrate. I don't mean soda. I don't mean liquor. I don't mean anything else. I mean water. Your body is made up of a high percentage of water. Your brain, a high percentage of water. Your blood, a high percentage of water. please hydrate with water. I do drink Diet Coke, but I always hit about 80 to 100 ounces of water beside the Diet Coke every day. Also, going along with a healthy diet, make sure, I'm not saying don't ever eat junk food because I know that's not practical. Things are going to happen, but try to have fruits and vegetables and lean meats in your home. Try to eat most of your diet doing that stuff. Yes, you can go out to eat once in a while. My nutritional friends won't agree with me, but it's a fact of life. Just eat better more often than you don't. Get plenty of sleep. 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep. If you're not sleeping well, like I recently had trouble figuring out why I wasn't getting enough sleep. I tried everything, a cool, dark room, the shower before bed, not eating 3 hours before bed. And then I realized, it's sitting right in front of my face. The mattress was old. Bought a new mattress, solved the problem. And don't forget about meditation and yoga. These can really calm you down because you want to stay healthy in order to be productive. And something recently my wife brought to my attention, she said to me, have you ever done a Turkish get-up? And I'm like, what is a Turkish get-up? That is when you lay down on your back and then you stand without using your arms. Now, if you are pretty healthy, you're pretty much in good shape, and you're taking care of yourself, you're not overweight, you can get up. I can get up without using my arms. It's not that hard if you are in shape. So go Google Turkish get up and see what I'm talking about and try it safely. If you've never done it, don't hurt yourself, please. I don't want to be known as a podcast that hurts people. And finally, number 7, continuous learning. The business world is constantly evolving, and so should your knowledge and skills. I want you to dedicate amount of time every day for learning. Now, my goal is to read for at least 1 hour every day. This does not include audiobooks I listen to on my daily run. It doesn't include blogs, and it certainly doesn't include social media posts. These are books I read on my Kindle. You can also go to master classes. You can go to courses. You can go to webinars. You can go to live training, go to conferences, whatever. But you need to do this every day. Any day that ends in Y, you should be learning something. It will help you become the best version of yourself. So I hope these 7 ideas on how you can be more productive as a solopreneur or an entrepreneur who works from home. Now, I'm sure you got value from this episode, so don't keep it a secret. Would you please share this episode with 2 or 3 of your friends who need to hear this content today? I would really appreciate it, and I feel they will as well. Don't forget to head on over to MrProductivity.com, M-I-S-T-E-R, MrProductivity.com. There you can find out about my next live masterclass. You can read my blog. You can find everything you want to know about me is all at MrProductivity.com. Thank you so much for your time and attention for listening to this episode of the Mr. Productivity Podcast. Until we meet again, my friend, which will be real soon, don't forget, stay productive and stay positive.